Okay, we are back. Infamous Joel here. This is lesson 3, day 3. You're tuning in to this 4-day free training that I put together. Good lord, I'm exhausted. We're getting closer to the finish line though. You're gonna have all this information complete. You're gonna be ready to have the entire framework of your business moving forward. Now, this is long term, okay? What I'm going to show you here is something I discovered over time. What the big dogs are doing, what the evolution coaching model business is doing out there that I see a lot of the beginners and, just people running around like chickens with their heads cut off. They don't know that the big guru people are doing this now. This is the new way. Okay. So everything that you're learning now is the new, this is what's working. Okay. Online in 2020 and beyond, whenever you're watching this. Okay. Um, and what I came to realize is that your business online is not just like some sporadic, like I'm just going to talk to different people every single day and see what happens. Maybe they'll buy, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll get my coaching, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll, hire my agency, maybe they won't. Whatever kind of like client acquisition kind of business you have. Primarily, I work with coaches, but there's a lot of crossover with that. Um, that strategy doesn't work anymore. This is exactly why like setting up a website doesn't work anymore because it's just so random. Instead, you need something consistent, you need something proven, you need something where it's a flow of leads constantly coming in. And this is what it is. Really, it boils down to one word: list. And I want you to think of this. Doctors have lists, right? They have patients that have visited their office. They have future patients that still haven't been seen yet. They have a list. Contractors have a list. Okay, lawyers have a list. Like a lot of professions have a list. They have past and future customers, clients that they can constantly just reach out to, tell them about special offers, special deals, right? They can contact them at a moment's notice if they have any questions or anything like that, right? They have a list. But what I find is most coaches online, they don't have a list. They're just like going around. They have a friends list maybe if they have a Facebook account or something, but they don't have a list as far as people they've spoken to already. They don't have a list of people who've shown interest or have a list of people who have seen some of their content or people who have joined their group. They don't have a list of anything. Okay, it's just like willy-nilly. It's just all over the place. So I want you to tell me, I want you to swear to me from now on, from this point on, for the next 6 to 12 months, as you're building this beautiful, amazing business you're about to have, you're going to keep track of people. You're going to have a list, okay? You have to have a list because all online business, all relationships online are long term. I know, okay, that the big gurus are out there and they're pitching to you, get $50 million in the next 10 days, and they might even have testimonials, and those testimonials might even be real. But what they don't tell you is a lot of times the testimonials they have that even are real are people that have been in business for a while. If you're a beginner and you're just starting to get some traction, those figures are very, very, very hard. Okay, not impossible, but let's just go with what's safe, what works, what's consistent, what's been proven, and guarantee success, right? We don't want to like play with success and say, well, I hope it works out. We want to guarantee it. That's what we're here for, right? We want to find something that's proven. We want to find something that works no matter how many people you run through this system, no matter how many different walks of life. I'm a former inmate. I don't care where you come from or what your accomplishments are or what you've done or any of that stuff. This is a proven framework that works online repeatedly over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, you go online, you have some kind of solution that you can, some kind of problem that you can solve. You have a great solution for it. Okay, that's your product, that's your offer. Okay, we already talked about that. Now you build out your actual sales funnel, which I gave you a very simple one yesterday. If you opened your email, I gave you a very simple one. I let you download it. I let you play around with it. You have a very simple funnel because that funnel is going to sell your offer for you. You don't have to become some expert salesman. That video you send them to is going to already sell them. Okay. Now, this list building, this email marketing is where it really hits home. It's really like, oh my God, it makes so much sense. So basically, what you're doing with list building and just building out your email marketing is this. If I can find the erase thingy mabobber, where the hell is it? Okay, there it is. Anyway, okay. So imagine this. Imagine someone you meet I primarily use Facebook, but I don't care where it is. You meet somewhere on social media, or maybe they watch your YouTube video, or maybe whatever. And you send them to that free training, that free case study, that free webinar that's supposed to help them understand what your offer is, how you can help them, what you can do for them, okay? What happens when that sequence is over, that sales funnel is over, they stop going through it, right? They're just gone again. It's just as bad as a website. So instead, you follow up with them through email, right? And you're gonna notice this. A lot of you have like email junk folders and like all these offers that are coming in every single day. There's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. That's probably why you have all these junk mail things. But this is how you continue that relationship forever, of course, until they unsubscribe, if that ever happens. But if you respect their inbox, they won't unsubscribe, right? If we keep sending them wonderful free stuff that helps them out, we keep building that relationship. I mean, this can go on and on. You see how I'm drawing this, right? We can say day 1, right? They get an email from you. Day 2, day 3, day 4, and we can skip ahead. We can say day 30, right? We can say day 30. We can say day 180. We can say day 360, okay? We can say day 600. I don't care what day it is. I'm still getting emails from people I signed up through some free thing or whatever like 2 years ago. Okay, and the reason that we do that online, the reason that we're building out this list, this long list of potential clients, right, is because most people do not buy right away. If you're going through this training with me right now, chances are you probably didn't buy like right away any of the offers that I have, any of the products and services that I have. You may not have bought right away. Why? Because more than likely you don't know me, you don't trust me yet. Maybe you don't even like me, whatever, okay? But that's just a cold hard fact. That's the truth, okay? Most of the people you meet, most of your potential clients, most of the leads that you get, you know and you feel and you understand in your heart that you can help them. You know you can. You know that your solution is perfect for what they're going through. You know how to solve their problem. But understand that they don't. Okay, don't take it personal. If you don't buy any of my products and services, I don't take it personal. I understand. You don't know me yet. You don't trust me yet. You're kind of dancing around. You're kind of saying, I don't know you, infamous Joel. Sometimes you rub me the wrong way. I don't know if you got my best interest at heart. That makes sense. That's perfectly fine. That's most of online marketing and business, okay? And if you're coaching, you have a business. Believe it or not, you still have a business. You have to learn business skills. That's oftentimes what I see coaches make the mistake of, is they want to get really good at coaching. They learn NLP, they learn all kinds of therapeutic tools and accessories and all that stuff. That stuff is fine and dandy. That's great if you want to get really good at actually the service part of it. But you also have to get good at the other side, which is, how do I convince people to buy into my coaching in the first place? Right? How do I actually do that? That process is called sales and marketing. You have to get good at that too. That's what the top gurus know. Okay. And again, this email marketing thing, you see this process here. They may not have bought from the first time they met you. Most people don't. Most people will fall through. 90% of them, maybe even more than that, will just like, I'm not sure. I don't think that's for me. Day 2, day 3, day 4. What you're doing in this process is you're warming people up. You're getting people used to you. You're bringing people into your world. Not every email needs to be some like, I'm going to sell you this $10,000 thing, because they don't know you yet. Okay. They need to know why they should buy this thing, and they need to like you, right? We want to buy stuff from people that we like and admire. So send them stuff about your day. Send them some free stuff. Send them some free videos, some free ebooks, some free whatever. I'm sure you can come up with all types of different mix of different things you can send people through their email. And over time, they'll see the value in what you have to offer. They'll see the value in what you're sending to them, and they'll start to like you and your character. So the same lead who didn't buy right away, and the normal, everyday, dreamer type of coach, they're going to be so frustrated and like, I can't get anybody to buy from me. This is so frustrating, right? From day 1, day 2, day 3. They've been talking to them. They've been messaging them. It's like, they don't want to buy. And they'll throw up their fist and they'll call them tire kickers, and they'll be frustrated and they'll walk away like, they can't get them to buy. But that's normal. That's most people. You have to think about this long term. The wealth comes from long term thinking. It comes from long-term thinking. You see it in all walks of life. People that think short-term, they fall into all kinds of problems. Should I have this salad or should I eat this Big Mac, right? Short-term thinking. The Big Mac tastes way better, right? But long-term, the salad is so much better for me, right? You see it in people that are addicted to drugs, people that smoke. If you smoke, I'm sorry, but that's short-term thinking. I want to smoke so I can feel better right now. But in the long term, right, it's bad for you. It causes all kinds of health problems. It's the same thing in business online. The people who think short term, they're thinking sale, 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 sale. How do I get clients now? How do I get clients now? How do I get clients now? Yeah, it's possible to get clients very quickly if you just so happen to match up the right message at the right time for the right potential client. They might say, that's what I've been looking for. But most times not. Most times people go through buying cycles. You see this all the time in your normal everyday life. You might go to the store, see something you really like, and put it on the back burner and say, nah, I'll think about it, right? Most times you don't buy right away. You think about it. Same thing with your potential clients. They might have even liked your free training that you sent them to. You might have even liked something you said. Maybe, you spoke to them, whatever. They might have really liked it, and they might have thought about it for a little. They just have to think about it, okay? It does happen. But while they're thinking about it, you want to stay on top of mind. And that's where this email sequence stuff comes in. Stay on top of mind. Don't let them forget you. Hey, it's me again. Hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. Just friendly conversation. Friendly conversation so they can see you're genuine. They know you. They like you. They trust you. And hey, that same lead by day 180, now they've decided to buy. Right? But if you would have given up, if you would have stopped the line of communication, if you would have just chased them around for a few days and they said, no, I'm not right now, whatever, and you gave up, you just lost a sale. You just threw away money, right? So the secret to online business in general is building out this list. Imagine you have a list of 1,000 potential clients, all right? Let's just put that into perspective, right? And you have them going through this long-term process. 100 of these clients on your list spend $1,000 with you over the course of a year. Just 100. 100. Now, I want to put that in perspective. Facebook alone has 2.8 billion active users. That's where I live, basically. I love Facebook. Okay? But if you can get 100 clients to pay you $1,000 throughout a 12-month a cycle, right? A year, that's $100,000 business. That's a 6-figure coaching business. Congratulations. You don't need to have every single person on the planet buy from you. That's the beauty of it. So when I tell people, yeah, I've built a 6-figure business, they go, oh my God, it's really not that hard. Hopefully you just did the math in your head. That's really not that much. It's 100 people. I've had 100 customers, maybe a little more. They all average paid me about $1,000 in a year's time. Most people pay $1,000 in a year's time buying toilet paper, right? It's not that much. And there you go. You have $100,000 business. But this is part of that process. So don't miss out on this. So let's jump into that right now. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. First, we're going to start with this free funnel I gave you yesterday. Again, if you didn't do that yesterday, please go back to that, search through your email, find lesson 2. I don't know where it is. I don't know if maybe you opened it and you didn't care, spam folder, wherever it may be. But go back to lesson 2 because you're going to need this to make all this work. Okay, so this is back to your funnel. This should look familiar if you paid attention yesterday. So back to your funnel. What we're going to do is now you have your ClickFunnels account, right? What we need to do is connect your ClickFunnels account to your autoresponder account. Don't be scared of that word. Okay, when I first heard the word autoresponder, it sounded like some Terminator, like T-1000 shit, right? It sounds crazy, but all an autoresponder is exactly what I just showed you here. It's just a way of sending automated emails. It just sends emails for you in the background while you sleep over time. Okay? That's it. That's why it's called an autoresponder. No big deal, right? So we need to connect those two things. ClickFunnels needs to talk to your autoresponder and vice versa. So all we do is go here to this corner where it says account settings. Then we're going to scroll down to where here it says integrations. I hope you see this. It says integrations. And I already have it integrated. I have a few things integrated, but I already have it, right? So we're going to act like we don't have it yet. We're going to put add new integration. We're going to put Active Campaign, which is the one that I use. It's the one that I recommend. It's very, very cheap. It's very, very powerful if you choose to stay on. There's a 14-day free trial. There should be a button underneath this video. And there's another reason that I use it is because, again, just like ClickFunnels, where I created a funnel for you and all you had to do was click and download it and it was yours, same thing with Active Campaign. Other people can create campaigns, email campaigns for you, give you a link, and you can just download it right into your account. Now you have the same exact campaign. You don't have to be this brilliant genius online, this amazing marketer and copywriter. A lot of the hard work can just be done for you, and you can click it, download it, and get back to what you do best, which is coaching, right? So let's click Active Campaign. Now this is where a lot of people get like twisted up at, okay? But it's really not that hard. They get really, really confused here. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. So it's going to ask you to add new integration. We have Active Campaign here. It says integration nickname. All this means is you can literally call it whatever you want. I'm going to call it Active Campaign 2 because I already have Active Campaign in there. And what we do with API key and API URL, this is where it gets confusing, but it's really not that hard, is we go over to our Active Campaign account. Now, again, if you don't have an Active Campaign account yet, make sure you set that up. Okay, there's a free trial down below. So we have our Active Campaign account. We're going to scroll down to where it says Settings. Click on Settings. We're going to go up to where it says Developer. That's where we want to be. Not like ClickFunnels. It won't say anything obvious. It'll say Developer here on the side. We click on Developer, and we can see here it says API Access. Right? These are the things we want. API access. What these little codes and numbers and crazy things basically do is they make it so that ClickFunnels knows to communicate with Active Campaign and vice versa. These are the numbers that ClickFunnels needs. So what did it ask for? API key, right? So we go to our API key. We're going to double click, highlight the whole thing, copy it, and we're going to just put API key right in here. Bam. There's our API key, right? Then it says API URL. Well, where's API URL? Right here. We're going to highlight it. We're going to copy it. And we're going to paste it right in here. Now, I'm not going to put add integration. Or maybe I should. Let me see. No, I'm not going to do it because I think it's going to mess up my other integration. But you get the idea. You put add integration. It's added. It's done. Now, ClickFunnels and Active Campaign are officially talking to each other. And you don't have to do anything else after that. You can see right here, it's one of my integrations. So let me show you. Let me go back to the funnel itself. I hope you're following along because we're going to get through this. And I don't want to like overcome you with too much information. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. I've done a lot of the hard work for you. I'm going to show you in a minute how I already made your campaign for you. You're just going to download it. So we're going to go back to, no, that's my other one. We're going to go back to the coaching share funnel, the one that I gave you, right? Looks familiar. This is the one. So we go back to this first page, the landing page, right? Remember, this is where we sent all of our leads to, right? This is where we sent people to go and register and go watch our webinar, case study, free training, whatever we want to call it, right? So what we want to do is go up here to where it says integrations and settings, integrations. And we go over here, we notice it says not connected. Autoresponder integration, not connected, right? We haven't connected our Active Campaign yet to this specific funnel, this campaign that we have here. So all we do is click on this drop down, select integration. It should be there. If you did everything right, it should say Active Campaign, right? Or whatever nickname you gave it. Action. Now, this is where I'm going to jump over here to kind of clarify this because this is going to confuse you if I jump too far ahead. In Active Campaign, first thing we have to do in here is create a list. So where it says lists, go down a list. You see I have a lot of different lists, but you're going to go up here to add a list, and it's very, very simple. You just name it. Call the list whatever you want. Call it webinar registrations. I think I have mine called like group welcome funnel or something like that. Call it free training, call it whatever you want just for your own sake. Nobody else sees it but you, just so you can remember which list is which, right? That's it. So you just create a list because when you come over here to ClickFunnels and it says action, you're going to say add to a list. That's the action you want. And you're going to pick the list, whatever list that may be. I'm going to put test list. That's the test. I created a test list just for this example right here. Okay. And then you can see, bam, connected. It checks off, connected. Make sure you always click up here to save. Okay, because there's a bad tendency for beginners, especially me in the beginning, where I didn't save a lot of my work in ClickFunnels. And if I like do something stupid, or my computer shuts off or whatever, guess what? All my work is gone. Okay, so just make it a habit to always save when you're in ClickFunnels. It will make you very happy. Okay, so all you're gonna do after that, here's the tricky, beautiful, amazing part. All you're going to do after that, let's go over to automations inside of Active Campaign now. Follow along because I know there's two, we're using two softwares at the same time. Could get a little lost here. We're going to create an automation up here in the corner. Now check this out, right? Check this out. Right here, there's a button that says import an automation. This is the beautiful thing about Active Campaign. I've never seen another autoresponder that has this feature. I have no idea. Maybe there is. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. But this autoresponder has this feature, and I think it's like $12 a month. I love it. And all you do is you put import campaign. It will ask you for automation URL. And all that is I should have the link down below. Look below this video. I'll have a button that says start your free trial, and I'll have a link that I want you to copy and paste right in here. Okay, copy and paste that link, press import, click on import, and it'll drop this exact automation here, test automation that I've already created right here into your Active Campaign account. So you have your very first automation already. Okay, that's it. You have your first email automation done for you. And I'm just going to go to it. Hopefully it loads so I can show you what it looks like. This basically in a nutshell is what your automation looks like. It looks crazy, like it looks like some nuclear launch sequence thing, but it's really not that complicated. It's basically a flow chart. Okay, it's a flow. It's showing you your customers, your clients, and the journey that you're taking them on. So as soon as someone registers on this first page here, this landing page. Oh man, on this landing page, let me take a swig of my coffee. Okay, so on this landing page, the first thing they do is they register, right? They put in their email address. They did all that stuff. Let's just do a little test here. Click, email address, yep. It did exactly, yep, and it'll take us over to the webinar, right? But what if they leave? What if they don't watch it right now? What if they watch 10 seconds of it and they don't like it? Whatever, right? What if it's like poo-poo caca? Well, they get the hell out of there. So we created this sequence to bring them back to the webinar. We throw 3 days worth of emails at them and remind them, hey, this training is closing soon. Hey, let me tell you a story about this training. It's wonderful. It'll help you out. Okay, and this is part of the process of, this is an example of us communicating with our clients over a long period of time, right? They may not have watched the webinar. Maybe they did. Who knows? Okay, somebody's calling me at the worst possible time. Oh, it looks like Scam Likely. Scam Likely is calling me. I love when they call. So, contact subscribes to list, test list. So, this may be empty on yours. I'm not sure if I remember how it works, but let's say add new trigger. Trigger just means this is what starts the automation. That's it, okay? So, we're going to put subscribes to a list, right? First thing that starts the automation, select a list. Now you're going to select the list that you created. I created a one called test list, right? Whatever you created inside Active Campaign, whatever you connected your ClickFunnels funnel to, that's what you want to put there because that begins the process. Okay, so I already have it here where the autoresponder waits for 1 day and sends the first email. And the first email, hope it'll stay up here. Nope. That doesn't want to stay up. Long story short, the first email, well, let me see. Let me pull it up so I can give you kind of instructions here. The instructions are already even laid out for you. I already kind of let you know what to fill in. Here's all the instructions I put up the top. Anything in bold and in the brackets and stuff, just fill in your own thing, your niche, your audience, whatever you're doing. All you're basically doing for these next 3 days is letting them know, hey, this training is closing. Go back to the training, go back to the training, go back to the training, right? Is we want to make sure that they watch that training. And that's it. Okay, there's 3 days basically worth of that. Pay attention to all the instructions I have in there. All right. And I'm going to go back and I show you one more thing. Active campaign is really slow today. Anyway, so after these 3 days, these 3 emails that I sent out for 3 days, we're gonna go to this little plus sign. I already did it, but I subscribe to the list broadcast. So me personally, I created a whole separate list called broadcast, where I send out random emails. You can call that list whatever you want. Everyday emails, just random thoughts emails, whatever. I want to send people to that list after this is over. So then I can send a daily, just my random thoughts emails, not like selling them a bunch of stuff, but just tell them about my day. Believe it or not, your list wants to hear about your day, especially if it relates to them. This is part of your list falling in love with you, your character online, who you are, what you're all about. They want to see if they vibe with you, if they have the same values, if they agree with your message, if they have the same beliefs. Those things all matter. We want to buy from people we like, right? So put them on a separate list after that thing is over, and then you would just come over here to campaigns. Campaigns just means basically I'm just sending an email out today. It's nothing complicated. I don't know why they just put like one-shot email or something, but that's what a campaign is. That's what's different between a campaign and an automation. Automations run automatically when something triggers it, and they just flow constantly. They never end. Okay. Campaigns, on the other hand, I can just sit here and just write some kind of email and send it to any list I want. It might be just my entire list, okay? But I like to send it to the broadcast list because that means to me, I know that they're not receiving any of my other emails at that time. I don't want to confuse people, right? Now, with all that said and done, that's pretty much it. You've got it. It's done. It's all connected. It's over. Fill all that in with your stuff. You have your first sales funnel, and you have your first email sequence connected to that sales funnel. And now you sound like a techie nerd because you know all this other stuff. And you've already separated yourself from most coaches out there, okay? Now, I want to bring out this point right here. If you, let me see here. I keep on losing this damn eraser thing. Okay, there it is. Anyway, if you are a beginner, and when I say a beginner, you don't even have one client yet. Not one. You're just barely scratching the surface. Remember this. Remember this symbol right here. Remember the triangle. Remember the dreamer. If you paid attention in training number 1, the dreamer. You haven't even made $1,000 online yet. Okay? The founder. Remember this. And I said from day 1, and we're just going to put E here for evolution, Evo, okay? And I said from day 1 of this training, these 3 people, these 3 different types of coaches have completely different business models. Okay? If you're a dreamer, you haven't even got your first $1,000 online yet, I would not jump too far off the deep end into this technical stuff. Now, I did it for you. I did it for you just to set you up if you're confused by tech and tech is the reason that it's holding you back. And I don't know what to do. There's so much tech stuff. 6 months and I'm still working on my website. I just did all that stuff so that you can click one time, download it. It's yours. I've done it for you, and get rid of those excuses. That's what I've done it for you for, because really the sales funnel stuff and the email stuff is really right here. This is really for the founder. This is for people who are around the $10,000 per month online, stage. Okay. If you're a dreamer, you haven't even made $1,000 yet. You haven't even done that yet. Okay. You don't need to worry about this overly technical stuff. And honestly, that's what's killing your business. That's what's killing you. If you start to set all this stuff up, don't overthink it. If you start to set all this stuff up, and it gets really, really confusing, and you followed along the videos, you still don't get it, I mean, you can send me an email at support@theinfamousjoel.com. I'll try to help you out, or somebody on my team or something. But if it's really just that much of a pain in the ass that you're scared of tech and you can't stand it, don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it. Honestly, when I first started off, I didn't know anything about tech either. I was able to book my first few clients just from Facebook, just straight up from Facebook to Messenger to booking the client. That's it. So please do that first. Okay, please do that first. I have a course called the Ultimate Client Attraction Machine that shows you that process. You don't need any websites, any tech stuff, posting 1 million times a day. You don't need to build a huge audience. You can be a complete nobody and be closing clients just to get you to that next level, that founder level. You need to get money into your business. Okay, cash flow is the lifeblood of your business. You need to get money into your business first before you start investing your time and your energy and your money into all these other bigger things. I see way too many beginners like pay $5,000 for a website. It's like, you don't even have clients yet, and their stories are all the same. It's like, I don't have any clients yet, but I've spent all this money building out websites and doing all this other crazy stuff, getting certified and more training, and like you feel most coaches make the same mistake of, it's all about me. It's all about me. They think, if I'm better at my craft, I'll naturally just get more clients. They don't care. Most people out there do not care about your credentials. They care about one thing and one thing only. Can you help me solve the problem that I currently have? Okay? And that may be true. You may be able to solve that problem. But here's the thing. Can you effectively communicate to me that you can solve my problem? That's where marketing comes in. And that's where a lot of coaches lack. They don't know marketing. They just scream till they're blue in the face. I'm great. Please hire me. Please. Oh my God. I'm so good at this. Look at all my certifications on the wall. Right? They do all that. But your clients still say, no, I don't know. Because you're not effectively communicating to them that you're the person that they should hire to solve their problem. Okay? So I just wanted to bring that up to not let any of this overwhelm you. If it's too much for you, if you don't want to go this route right now, fine. Hold off on it. Get some clients first. I have a few other courses. I have a few other trainings. I have free and low cost, all kinds of stuff that'll help you get those first few clients. Because we need to get cash flow into your business. That's the first things first. So that was just for the beginners there. If you have clients already, then this stuff is great. If you don't, if you still haven't even started to get the ball rolling, then we need to back up more, and we need to start getting you the first few clients into your business, okay? I'm the infamous Joel. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to show you, tomorrow, these were kind of the systems so far, okay? But tomorrow I'm going to show you what exactly it was that separated me from everyone else in the field when I used to do affiliate marketing. And I was a complete nobody. We're talking about I came home from prison. 7 years in prison. I was a complete nobody. Unless you were like reading the newspapers, my local newspapers at the time, you never heard of Joel Vasquez in your life. And yet in 7 months, I was able to scale a six-figure business from $50 in my pocket. What was that one thing that skyrocketed and changed everything? We're going to talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to show you something tomorrow. All right, so make sure you watch that email in your email inbox, your trash folder, your spam folder, your promotion folder. It might be anywhere. And we're going to continue this thing. Day 4 is going to be a big one, so don't miss it. I'm the infamous Joel, and I'm out.